Why would women avoid good-looking, charming men in 2023? I mean, you'd think is what a lot of women want, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Nope.
If you want to date a 10 out of 10 hot woman, you need two things. Number one, you've got to be ugly. Medium ugly and no higher than a 6. I've never seen a hot woman date a hot man. It's
Really?
always ugly men. And these men can always do a banging accent. British, Australian, Italian, they have one that they go to. Just make her laugh with it and you found your wife.
Baloney.
Really? What? What is this woman waffling about?
Nothing.
Let's go again.
If you want to date a 10 out of 10 hot woman, you need two things. Number one, you've got to be ugly. Medium
Don't look at me. I'm hideous.
Okay, so I made this point in a recent video. You know, the woman saying you got to date Gollum-looking, Gollum-looking dudes, because obviously they will cherish you more, which is a lie anyway. So whatever.
Look at his face. He's hideous.
But I'm wondering why I'm getting so much of this content. I'm seeing a lot more of these sorts of videos now. And I was wondering, is it because of the way the world is? Obviously, the state of the economy, recession, cost of living,
I'm broke.
everything's expensive, including the modern woman.
Sparkle.
Even though a lot of them aren't worth more than £1.50.
Suck it.
But seriously, I am wondering if the link to the economy it's changed a lot of women's dating focus to be like, you know what, get the money. You don't need, the looks. What you need a man that looks good for.
Disgusting.
You need a man that will love you and pay for you or your lifestyle. I'm just saying.
No one cares.
It's like, but as men, it's like men can't win though. It's like there's no way men can win. Nowadays, it's like you kind of effed either way as a man.
ugly and no higher than a 6. I've never seen a hot woman date a hot man. It's always ugly men. And
That's a lie.
these men can always do a banging accent. British, Australian, Italian, they have one that they go to. Just make her laugh with it.
I have no idea what that point's about.
She likes my accent.
In other words, fake it. Fake it, men. If you can fake an accent, just fake the fuck out of the accent. Yeah, pretend. Fucking pretend.
And you found your wife.
I don't need a man.
Just so you know.
Just so you know. Here we go.
Let's go.
Really hot guys.
Attractive men is not the bag. It's not the end goal, and it shouldn't be your husband. So just because a man is really attractive, that means nothing. Zero. Zilch.
Damn. But why go so hard? Women go hard at any type of man now.
They don't fucking give a shit.
It's like no men are safe. Even if they find you attractive, which is like weird.
That means nothing.
So my point to this one is, there is a small group of men with certain points that it's like their points are never really heard about too much. And it's like, because a lot of people don't want to hear their points. The point is, the men that may be too appealing, and thus other women may think you're too appealing, therefore...
No, it's too much.
No, you're not a good option.
Bruh.
Just because you might pull or have the ability to pull a decent amount of women. But that point's never really spoken about a lot, is it? What about those men?
You got soft hands, boy.
Obviously, no, a lot of people wouldn't care about those men because it's like, yo, bro, no one cares about you. You're getting bitches.
I hate to shatter your ego, but this ain't the first time I've had a gun pointed at me.
You know, you got no problems. You get bitches, man. But at the same time, these men do suffer from certain stigmas, like the fact of they're assumed to get a lot of women, even if some of them don't, because all good-looking men don't get a lot of women. That's even though they have the ability to draw the attention, it doesn't mean they always have access. It doesn't always lead to their excess. Being on the other end of the spectrum, being too appealing, can make you unappealing because you just trash already, trash.
Absolutely nothing when you need your bills paid. Do you think the bank cares that your boyfriend's really hot and has a six-pack? Do you think that the landlord cares that your boyfriend is over 6 feet tall? Do you think anybody cares about this stuff? Nobody cares.
That means nothing.
Now, to a degree, she's actually making a good point for a lot of other men, though. That's interesting because for a lot of men that a lot of women don't find attractive, but they have the money.
Sugar. Oh.
You can't be broke because you're still going to be unattractive. You can't be on a mid dude or an unattractive dude and not have money because you're just an unattractive or mid dude without money. So yeah, so it's always about the money. So you do wonder as a man when you hear women talk like, how much you actually matter to these women? You either have to be one or the other or this or that. You're just more like an accessory, a piece, a thing. But what about who you are as a person, as a man? It doesn't matter. Well, as I said, nobody cares about the man, the person. No, please, a person. You've got to be attractive enough, and probably that's enough for some women, or have enough money, and that's enough for some women, or a mixture of both for another majority of women. It's like, wow. It's like, my God, as a man, you are seen as nothing but a replicant, aren't you? You are seen as nothing but an android, aren't you? A machine. Sophisticated, yes.
To this day.
Skilled, of course. You have to be to get that money. Built well, probably, if you're naturally good looking or you work on yourself constantly. But damn, as a man, we are just mere accessories, toys, sophisticated replicants to these broads. Good God.
Okay, so let's be real. What are those men good for? They're good
Oh,
for
no.
one thing. That's
What?
it. Just so you know that you don't get it into your mind that there's something else going on there. There's nothing else going on.
Wow.
Do not be fooled. Just because he's so fine and he is so good in the bed, it does not mean that you go off and start a whole relationship with him.
No, but those are the men that a lot of women cheat with.
That's sexy.
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, we get her point, but those are the men some women cheat with. Yeah, have their face looking like that. Look. We get the point. We get the point. But this is dangerous for all of these men. Whether you're the dude she settles down with or the dude she cheats with. Because look, if you're the dude she settles down with, she doesn't care about you. She cares about the money. If you're the dude she cheats with, she doesn't care about you. She cares about what you give her and how you make her feel. You know? The way you look and how you do her in the bedroom. That's all she cares about. So for both men on this spectrum, you kind of just... What are you to a modern woman? What are you to a modern woman? You're either a wallet or a knob.
It's for one thing only. He is a walking vibrator. Now go get yourself a rich man.
I didn't see this part of the video, but I didn't see this part, but okay, it's okay. Wow, okay.
Vibrator. A rich husband. And don't be stupid.
My God, these women are getting bloodthirsty. It's like men are gonna have to take testosterone to keep up with some of these women. It's getting bloodthirsty out here.
Here's the thing. I know objectively that Chris Hemsworth is a very good-looking man. I can look at him and go, that's a very beautiful man, a very handsome man. But he's not weird looking enough for me to be actually attracted to him, for me to feel attraction. There's something odd about the way he looks or his aura, and that just doesn't fill me with lust.
Oh my God, these insecure women. And it's interesting how some men believe that you'd never get any women if he didn't look like Chris Hemsworth, when a lot of women are like, yeah, he looks good, but he's like, nah. And it's my point as well that I always come back to is they have to always feel like the better one, the special one, the hot one, the good looking one, the one that's deemed as, wow, amazing. How lovely she is to date such a terrible looking man. But he does pay for her though. He does treat her well and, fill her with money. So it's a weird, strange thing about modern relationships and dating where it's like, it's the same traditional things people are trying to eke out from each other without just certain other defined points. Human beings are strange.
Doesn't fill me with carnal desire. Whereas Tom Hiddleston, on the other hand, I look at him and I'm like, that's an objectively handsome man. But that's also kind of a strange looking man. And that's what gets me going.
The overall point is, as a man nowadays, focus on your damn self. If you're a good looking dude, hey, you're in there. But at the end of the day, you don't matter to these women.
Sugar.
Have a nice day.
That means nothing.